Boy, they're a tough team, man. They're tough. They're well coached. They're hard to play against. They get you out of everything they do, that you try to do offensively. I thought our guys played great in spurts. Our decision making really, was lacking at key points of the game. But I don't want to take anything away from Texas State. They just really brought it to us. And again, I'm really excited about our guys' effort. I'm really excited about that. That's one thing about this year's team, is that we've had quite a bit of adversity, right? And our guys never found it in their spirit, in their bones, to give up or give in, right? And that's something that we can build on. We don't believe in more victories at Georgia State. They do not exist. All right, you either win or you lose. And we dropped our first opportunity in the tournament, but yeah, we'll move forward. We'll get better. Proud of this young fella next to me, though. For him not playing all season, I thought he really rounded into form, and he's getting ready to start playing his best basketball. So we might have to go to practice on Tuesday or Wednesday just to keep him in some type of shape. But I'm proud of this young fella.
All right, for our media in the room, name and media affiliation when you ask your question. For those on Zoom, type your questions in the chat, and I'll read those aloud here. We'll open up for questions. Go ahead, Dave.
Dave Schultz, Locked On Sunbelt. Coach, how tough is it to play them defensively, especially when you know they're really not even going to look to the basket for the first 20 seconds of the shot clock?
Yeah, that's tough, and you got to have discipline to do that. And I thought we were caught in no man's land, especially early on in the game, where we didn't do a great job at finishing possessions. I think they had 6 offensive rebounds, and I want to say 9 or 10 points off of those offensive rebounds in the second half. And against a team like Texas State, that kills you. Okay, that breaks your back. And so we got that covered a little bit better in the second half, as we only gave up 3 offensive rebounds. But that kills you, man. That really, really kills you.
Luke Creasy, HD Media. Colin, tonight, I mean, you finished with 25 and really converted on your chances from the free throw line. What was working for you guys offensively to keep yourself in that game for a while?
Can you repeat that question again, please?
Yeah. What was working for you guys offensively? You able to claw back into the game late.
We got a great player, Dewan. We saw a mismatch, and then we just kept feeding him, trying to get him to the rack, and seemed like he was flowing very well.
Coach, you had a lot of seniors in that championship team last year, so this has just been a big building process for y'all this year. What do you plan to take away from this season and move on to the next?
We're going to remain process-driven. We're going to remain dedicated to understanding the decisions you make and the process. The journey, not its destination, is what we're going to really take hold to. And the habits that you create for yourself on a daily basis, okay, that's going to allow you to have success. We're never will be outcome driven, because the habits that you create for yourself daily will give you an opportunity to have success. And so we're going to remain process driven. Into each life, rain must fall, but how can you appreciate the sun if it never rains? So,
Coach, Hayes, question from Stan Archer here on Zoom.
Stan the man.
Yes, sir. What happened during the spurt that allowed you to cut the lead to 4 points a couple times in the second half?
Again, Stan, as you've seen all year long, we have a never give up attitude, and so our guys really, they buckled down. And they were convicted enough to come back. Of course, we had DeJuan and we had Colin making shots for us at the bucket, but we stayed connected. We stayed committed to one another, committed to the process of each and every possession. You got to embrace the boredom of the consistency that it takes to be successful on each possession. And so I thought we showed a lot of poise. We showed a lot of poise to be able to make it a game as we did. And that's something, even though I'm going to be very, very clear, we don't believe in more victories, but that's something that you can take away from that. Process-driven.
For Colin, you obviously were part of the championship team here last year. For Coach Hayes, you've been part of winning programs in the past. How do you take something from this game, and what do you tell the rest of the guys in the locker room to take something from today and use that to build towards next year?
Just get in the lab, keep working. I don't mind saying it, but I watch a lot of Kobe videos, so just watching that, watching him, like he says, push yourself through exhaustion, So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do that this summer.
I'm gonna tell you how we gonna get up. We ain't gonna never how this. We will never forget how this feels. All right, won't ever forget how this feels. We don't ever want to have a repeat of this feeling that we have now. And our next season is 10-12. It will start at 10:13 p.m. tonight.
Justin Patrick, ESPN Pensacola. Coach, you come in this season as the defending champs, but you added 3 more teams to the conference. What that feeling add to the conference play throughout the year? You got a lot more tougher competition with
Yeah.
Marshall, Southern Miss, and James Madison.
I'll tell you what. I think our commissioner has done a phenomenal job, and his team has done a phenomenal job of adding quality to our league. It was already a really, really good league, and when you can add the quality of teams that you have in Southern Miss, ODU, Marshall, and James Madison, come on, you guys. That really speaks to the leadership of our conference and how serious they're taking basketball in this league.